Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beneath your feet is the soft earth, blanketed with the tender green of lush grass. You wander among the carefully trimmed bushes with leaves so dense that you cannot see through the hedges. They are unusually tall, and you cannot see over them. You cannot tell where one ends and another begins. It is as if living walls surround you. You take cautious steps along a turning path that does not seem to end. Time feels suspended. Each step could be 100 steps, and you feel as though you have been wandering far too long. If you have made any progress at all, finding your way out is indiscernible. You feel lost and confused. Each new direction looking exactly like the turn that preceded it. You begin to feel that you will never leave this garden. Although it is beautiful, it is too overwhelming because your feelings of uncertainty and loss are dominant. Suddenly, above your head, you feel a cool breeze that gradually begins to strengthen in its intensity. Your heart begins to pound so loud that it seems to be outside of yourself. You then realize that it is the sound that is not coming from within your own body, but rather from the wind that you feel above your head. You turn your gaze upwards and are amazed to learn that the sound and the wind are both beating of powerful wings. Above you flies the form of a creature, the likes of which you have never seen. It is a bird, a fantastic bird so large that the giant hedge seems no more than a tiny perch beneath the great expanse of its wings. From its majestic wingspan, the mighty light feathers project with a multitude of shining opalescent hues. You see brilliant blues, iridescent with shades of rose and violet. Your eyes follow this amazing display of color to the soft down feathers at the base of its wings. They appear velvety and are a deep royal purple. Elegant curling plumage like that of a bird of paradise extends to scarlet tail feathers. Your jaw drops and the creature alights on the top of a hedge and cranes its graceful neck, folding in its wings and bringing its face very close to yours. In its golden beak you see the radiance of the sun itself. The metallic color blends in with the delicate feathers of its face that range from shimmering gold to a shining yellow. On its crest you can see the deep reds that change to bright orange and rosy pinks, but you are most struck with the eye of the phoenix. It looks at you so intently with eyes the color of the Mediterranean Sea. The irises are a clear, bright blue and watery. The pupils only slightly darker blue. You are awestruck and mesmerized by its eyes. You begin to see the reflections appear, and you know it's because this gentle creature is feeling the uncertainty in your soul and reflecting this back to you with kindness and compassion. You see familiar images, as if you are gazing into a pool of blessed water. Faces of loved ones. People who have helped you in the past. Tender memories that you had once forgotten now come to life. The phoenix meets your gaze and sheds a glistening tear. The tear falls over you, and you are bathed in a fragrant aspiration of comforting empathy. You realize that the phoenix is feeling what you feel. On some level, in your distress, you have summoned the phoenix to come to your aid, and indeed it has. Carefully, it lifts you onto its mighty back and spreads its shimmering wings. Together you soar upwards through the clear blue sky, the winds of change touching your face, causing tears of joy to stream from your eyes. You turn your head and you look down. Beneath you, you see a labyrinth that you previously stumbled through. Only now, from your lofty vantage, you can easily see the way out. You are free of the maze, and its resolution is obvious. Unexpectedly and without warning, you are standing in the garden once again. The phoenix is high overhead, and you squint your eyes against the glare of the sun. It becomes more and more difficult to see as the sun seems to shine brighter and brighter until the fantastic bird is no longer discernible at all. You can barely see its outline against the sun, when suddenly it seems to erupt in a fireball so large and bright that it makes the light of the accompanying sun seem pale in comparison. You shield your eyes and turn away, but the image seems burnt into your retinas. Every time you blink, you see the phoenix. The sensation begins to fade a little, and you take your first steps. You are confident and reassured now. Every few steps you see the light of the phoenix behind your eyes. You understand this light is leading you along the pathway out of the labyrinth. You simply follow it. You are on your way home.